Good afternoon. We appreciate you coming out, especially on a day like this. So before we start, let me just introduce people that are up here, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do. So to my left is Corporal Sharp. He's going to be important in this investigation. He's the head of the traffic division. To his right is Assistant Chief Rhonda Faust. To my right is Commissioner Gary West. To his right is Commissioner Tommy DeWeese. His right is Assistant Chief Frank Falzone, and then Assistant Chief Joe Cook is on the end. I'm going to read a prepared statement that you will all get a copy of at the end of this, and then I'll take questions and we'll talk about the stuff you're seeing. We'll get more into this as we go along. The Mooresville Police Department is asking for the public's assistance in locating a suspect vehicle in a hit-and-run fatality. On Sunday, September 15th, 2024, approximately 12:02 a.m., Mooresville Police Department officers responded to a reported pedestrian traffic crash on Rocky River Road between Milroy Ave and Royalton Road. After arriving on scene, officers discovered a female had been struck by a vehicle which left the scene. Shaylin Ellen Bell, 20, from Mooresville, was pronounced deceased at the scene due to injuries sustained during the crash. During the investigation, a piece of the right front bumper of a white 2023 to 2025 Kia Seltos was found at the scene. Police believe this vehicle is connected to the incident and are currently investigating vehicles which could have been in the area at that time. If you have seen this vehicle or if you have any information regarding this hit and run, please contact by phone. You can call them or text Corporal Sharp at 704-420-1105. So now I'll take whatever questions you have.
So we drove down this road today. Do you know if the incident happened near the BP side or near the elementary? I know that there is construction in parts of this road.
The BP side.
It's near the BP side? Yes. We believe the female was in the road at the time that this happened also, from the way the accident scene looks. But somebody, listen, this is one of those, as you can see, when I first was called on this, they said they had the bumper at the scene. Well, as you can see, it's much more than a bumper. I mean, this whole car is missing that front end. That black piece you see is where the headlight would go. So this is that whole front section. Listen, somebody knows where this car is. It's a neighbor's car. A neighbor has seen this. Somebody has seen this, and that's what we're asking for, to call us and let us know. And they can remain anonymous, but we need to know that somebody drove into somebody's neighborhood. Somebody has seen this in their neighborhood. Somebody knows this car. That's what we're asking for. There's a young woman that's going to be 20 years old forever now because of this. And so we have not been contacted by any attorneys at this point, which you'd think would be common in a case like this. You know, we're halfway through today and we haven't been contacted by anybody yet. So this is an important thing. That's why I appreciate you coming out here. This is important for us to make sure that this gets out in the community. Like I said, I've said it 3 times, I'll say it again. Somebody knows who's driving this vehicle. So, and we're also asking, we've gone to the Kia dealerships around here, but we're also asking any body shops, if somebody brings in a car like this, to notify us. Again, you can notify us anonymously, but we take this stuff very seriously. And the other reason we want to get this out there, because we don't know if somebody knows somebody that has a body shop, they're going to take it to a friend's body shop. If we find that out, we're going to charge that person too. So that's why we're relying on you to get this information out as widely as you can distribute it, because the family deserves closure on this young lady.
Chief, were there any witnesses?
No. Like I said, we got the call at 12:02. From what we've been able to find, what I can tell you, and the corporal will correct me if I'm wrong, we believe they're still interviewing witnesses, but we believe from what we could tell that the accident happened sometime between 11:30 and 12:02. That's what we've been able to narrow down, talking to her boyfriend and some other people. We've got a smaller window there of time. So We're not talking about a long period of time here that we found it. You know, any car that could have been in that area, of course, there's Shears Road at one end, there's Route 3 at the other end. If they saw this car before or after, like I said, that's why we wanted to show you this picture. That's pretty noticeable. Like I said, I was told it was a fender or bumper. That's a lot more. So somebody just driving along, we don't know the car, right? And so it could be anywhere. Somebody that night that might have been out, saw a car on the roadway like this, that's going to be important to us, which direction they saw the car. All that stuff is important. We don't want people to think that, one, that we already have this information, that it's a wasted call, because people think that a lot of times, or two, that, yeah, well, I saw it, but it was way down in another place. It probably wasn't the car. Just call us. Let us make those determinations.
Chief, did another motorist come upon the victim in the road? Is that how you were alerted to it?
I think her boyfriend, her boyfriend reported her missing. I think he's the one that found her, because he went and tracked her. They don't live too far from there. And where he was working, he worked in the vicinity. He knew she was walking home. He went and checked. He's the one that found her. Just adds more to the story. This is just, this is horrible when stuff like this happens. I get accidents are accidents, things happen, right? But you can see for yourself, this is horrible. Anything else? Okay. Again, we appreciate you coming out, and as wide as you can distribute this for us, we'd appreciate it. Thank you.